Hi guys, and welcome to Throwback Thursday. My video messed up yesterday, I am aware. I'm not sure what happened with it. I'm hoping this one works out okay. But yeah, I'm not sure what happened with that one. It's the first time that ever happened to my video. So I have to do a little digging into that and see exactly what happened. But if you want to see a throwback video, please keep watching. I love how quiet it is out here. I have to come out every morning. Still foggy. Let's go in and make some coffee. Oh, and it is 37 degrees right now. It's so insane to me that it's so warm right now after it was just 20 degrees like 2 days ago. I had to share this little tip. I know you all have a stain on your countertop. I wish I would have filmed it before, but I had this coffee stain, just a little tiny mark. And normally bleach will get everything off. It got off the coffee stain that was underneath here for probably all week. And this was just on there for a day. And it would not come off, no matter how hard I scrubbed and put more bleach on it. But do you know what did take it off? My handy dandy magic eraser. Took it right off. So there's a tip for you. So we're going to make some coffee. I've got, of course, my Malazio here. And we're just going to throw that in there. We have to wait till the light stops blinking in order to do this, but I have to grab my scale. Okay, we're gonna just tear that out, grab my creamer, and we need to make sure it is grams, and I'm gonna do 23 of them. Grams, that is. You know what, we're gonna stop at 22 because I always go over. So then I'm gonna put this back up here, press that button on top there, and we're gonna wait for our coffee. And we'll put this back in the fridge. I always keep my little spoons right back here. And I always put a little dash of salt in my coffee. It just brings out the flavor of the coffee so well. And there it is, 3-point coffee. And now I've got to get started on my dishes. Good evening, guys. It is Throwback Thursday, and I know it's actually Friday when you're seeing this, but I had a crazy busy day yesterday. I had my daughter and her husband up here, and everybody was up here for dinner, and I just did not have time to get back on the computer. So here we are on Friday. So this next week should be a lot easier because I don't have the kids this week. Ada is sick, by the way. She went home and she was sick. So I'm thankful I don't have her here when she's sick, but I feel like I may be starting to come down with something. I'm hoping that it's just all in my head because I know she's sick. But anyway, we're going to go through this video next here with you. It's the one that I found that I thought was going to be inspiring for me since I need it right now, or inspiring for maybe some of you, I hope. So follow along with me through the video coming up here. Okay. Let us watch this video. This is a 5 tips for new Weight Watcher members. It's a collaboration. And I think this would help me now, seeing I'm pretty much a new member right now again. Good morning, guys. This is 5 little things that I wanted to share with you to inspire you to join Weight Watchers. And some of the things that we recommend when first starting, I asked my husband too, and he gave me a couple that he thought were important as well. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. So I find it interesting. I'm wearing the same color sweater as I am today. First off, I wanted to thank Skinny Jeans for Life, Davini, I think her name is, Davina. I'm sorry if I got that name wrong, but I know it's one of those. And she's in Australia. She has a YouTube channel also helping her out. So thank you to those ladies for inviting me to do this collab. Let's start out with number 1. The one thing that we both agreed with, my husband and I, is start with the green plan first when you're starting Weight Watchers, just to get a feel for the smart points, because sometimes when you first jump into 0-point items, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I really enjoy not having 3 different plans. So when you do your points and your recipes, you don't have to mess with 3 different numbers. And I'm sure all of you can probably agree with me. This is when they had the green, the blue, and the purple. It gets kind of overwhelming is what I think. And even to change from smart points to freestyle was a little intimidating, I think, for me anyway. So we would recommend to start out 2 weeks on the green plan, if you can do it a little longer, just to get a feel for the smart points and what the smart points are. When you do go to the blue or purple plan, you kind of have those smart points in your mind, so you really get a feel for what a serving really is. So that is our first number 1 tip. Our second one is definitely on the top of my list, is to track everything. Track every day, track everything. If you're taking a bite of this or a bite of that, track it, because those points. Yes, that's definitely true. I got out of that habit and I am starting to get into that habit again, which is really nice. I enjoy tracking again. So this is definitely a tip I will definitely keep going forward now. Add up really, really quickly, and I know I have goofed on that many times, which allowed me to gain 20 pounds back after I lost 130 pounds. Tracking is very important. Had I not stopped tracking, I wouldn't be in the shoes that I am right now with 20 extra pounds to lose, or 25. I don't even know how much it is now, but now I'm back on track again, doing well and tracking again. So definitely track your items every single day. Number 3 is don't let the exercise scare you. If you guys are starting out and you're at a higher weight, like 250 up to 350, whatever that weight may be, if you're higher and you're not able to exercise, or if even you feel intimidated by the exercising and you feel like you just want to give up because there's just too much, like there's food and then there's exercise and you don't feel like you can do both. I felt that way. I understand totally. So I didn't exercise when I first started. I mainly focused on my food. And we all know that the food is like 80% of what matters in this program. Exercise is just a small portion of that. So if you can just get your food figured out, take a few months just to do that until you're able to fit in some exercise. I do recommend getting in at least walking every day once you get over that hump though. So maybe do 30 minutes of walking every day. A couple miles is all you really need. A mile, even if you can do a mile every day, just do that, because it's really good for your heart. It's a plus all around if you can get some movement in every day after you get a feel for your food though. Yeah, I was walking every single day back during this time, and it definitely made me feel much better. So definitely I recommend to get the food down first before you're really intimidated by adding the exercise to your program. Don't go gung-ho all at once. Don't try and eat a small amount of food and getting an exercise, going to the gym. All that stuff gets frustrating and it makes you quit your plan. Just focus on your food first. That's my number 3 tip. Number 4 is try to stay away from eating out. Any sort of eating out, even if you think it may be healthy eating. Definitely agree with that one. That is helping us greatly right now too. Out, you don't know how they cook your items. They add a ton of salt to it, and it's just not great for the plan, in my opinion. I would definitely keep eating out maybe once every 2 weeks. I would suggest. My doctor recommended for me to eat out once a month only, and she said that should work out great for me on the beginning of my plan, and I was just losing like crazy. You can go back in my first parts of my videos from years ago. I started at my very top was 330, and then I had lost 25 when I started my YouTube channel, because my first video was holding up the sign that said I lost 25 pounds. So that's where I started on YouTube. Stay away from the fast food or eating out of any sort. Number 5, and I asked Corey, he gave me this response when I said, hey, what's one of your top 5 that you would recommend a new Weight Watcher to do? And he said, choose healthy foods over high point foods. And he's done that from day one. And you know that Corey used to weigh 389 or something like that, almost 390 pounds. And he lost it just, he did this. He just went down, 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 and he hit goal. There was no problems. And this is his main thing that he did. He chose healthy foods over high.
Seeing that picture of him there, it just seems so funny. And I remember he tried on his suit jacket because he needed to go do a talk or something. He needed a suit jacket for that. His suit jacket was so big on him, and I got a video of that somewhere in my videos, and it's so funny. And so we had to go buy him a new suit this day because he needed a suit to wear.
There was no problems, and this is his main thing that he did. He chose healthy foods over high point foods. So he ate a lot of fruits and vegetables, and he ate a lot of fruit. So don't let fruit scare you. He would eat sometimes 4 to 5 fruit a day. If he felt hungry, he would grab a fruit. It didn't matter, and he was still losing every single week. There was like a couple weeks where he had a gain, and then he bounced right back the next week. That's one thing that I am going to work on for this month. Choose healthier options. That is my 5 top things. And then of course, an honorable mention is always add your water. And I know a lot of people are probably going to mention water.
So these are wonderful tips for new beginning Weight Watcher members still. And I'm glad I watched this because I know like the picking healthier options, that is definitely one I try to do all the time. But still, you kind of tend to slip away from that every once in a while. And then I catch myself and then I go back to the healthier option. So, you know, it's back and forth sometimes. You just got to do the best that you can do and just never give up on it and just continue to go back to the healthy options. Well, I think that will be it for this video.
But it's definitely important in your program. Get that water in. If you weigh 300 pounds, you should be getting 150 ounces of water. If you weigh 200, it should be 100 ounces. So they recommend half of your body weight in ounces.
I'm not sure if they still recommend that or not, but that's what I was reading when I looked this up. And obviously, I'm not a doctor, so look it up for yourself. Ask your doctor.
Ounces of water. That's all I have for you today, guys. Thank you to Skinny Jeans for Life and Anita for inviting me to do this collab. And be sure to check out all of the other channels. I will have them linked down below. Check them out because it's going to be a lot of great tips for everybody just starting out on Weight Watchers. We will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Thank you guys all so much for watching, and we will see you Monday because I'm going to try to get Friday's video out tonight too. So the next time you see me will probably be Monday.